the idea of having a social media account or a YouTube channel is that you put yourself out there. You are exposing yourself to an audience, to potentially a large audience, right? So I think that's what you sign up for. When you have a Twitch account, you are broadcasting yourself. Okay, we've talked about the streamer ExtraEmily a few times. She is a streamer who, if you recall, she ran a red light and she got banned on Twitch for running that red light a little bit ago. She's been in some other controversies and stuff, but now she has leveraged the old DMCA copyright claim here, and she is in the process of potentially abusing this. This comes from the X account Yeet, who has become they call themselves the TMZ for streamers and such, and they've shared clips of our show on it, which is great, and we appreciate that. Yeah. And ExtraEmily's dad asked the question, did you pay your college tuition back to us yet? Don't bring that up. I'm going to get canceled. So ExtraEmily apparently is extremely well off thanks to running ads and sponsorships and Twitch and all that stuff over on Twitch. And so Yeet got their account locked for a DMCA claim over here because ExtraEmily came in and filed the DMCA claim on over here. So you may be asking yourself, what is the clip? What was so bad about this clip? Well, I'm glad you asked, because here it is. We're going to watch it. So we're going to watch it for commentary here because, hey, that's what we do here. We talk about things. Because this has become a story, and it wouldn't have been a story had she just let this be. But here is the clip in question, which has since been deleted from their X accounts, which are from their Twitch account, apparently. But we're going to watch it here and check it out.
Nice.
Could you let me know, did you pay the tuition, your college tuition, back to us yet?
Yes!
This year?
Yes!
I never heard a mom say.
Dad, don't bring that up. I'm gonna get canceled.
So in the back, just a little background. Her parents paid like $180,000 or whatever it was for her to go to college, and she said, "Oh, I'm going to pay it back." And her dad here is like, just kind of like, ragging on her. Are you going to pay it back? Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Phil, can you translate what he's saying, by the way?
Oh my
God. My daughter, you pay the student loan we paid for you long time ago. You part of a OTK on the Twitch platform, so you give us money right now, bitch.
Oh my God.
Translated it in just as bad of English. That's crazy. from bad English to bad English.
It got worse.
That's crazy.
Oh man!
I'd just like to say hello to ExtraEmily for reacting to this over on her Twitch channel. Good to see you.
Now Phil's gonna get canceled.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Well, here's the clip in its entirety here. It's like it feels like a sign linguist over here, except translator.
I never heard a mom say.
Dad, don't bring that up. I'm gonna get canceled.
Yeah, cancel what?
Canceled on the internet.
Cancel what?
I'm hanging up. Bye.
Okay. So your chat heard this. Okay, they can check it.
Bye, Dad.
Okay, so why you avoid this topic?
Cause I got so much hate for it. You don't even know.
Oh, for this one?
Yes.
Ooh, that doesn't sound good. We want you to pay us back.
Yes.
Not get any burden or something.
I'm hanging up. My dad is gonna go crazy. I'm gonna get another clip. I'm gonna get canceled again.
So
she called it.
She called it. Dad's trolling a little bit, but the point is that she's, they're talking about this, and this is going back to the original tweet here. He literally puts out exactly what she says here, right? Don't bring that up. I'm going to get canceled, right? Puts it out there. And so she files this claim, which is, he's put it out there. It's okay. It's available. It's a clip with context. So it brings up the question of like, is she abusing the DMCA?
Are they going to start claiming streams now? You're not allowed to clip streams anymore? Even though it helps you as a streamer?
Yeah.
1000%. And this guy, Dan Can Tweet over on X, says, initiate a counterclaim. I will pay 100% of the legal cost. Clipping for criticism is fair use. Lifting an entire stream is not. Which, going back to that, once again, that whole clip is 1 minute and 3 seconds. So clearly a small clip.
It's basically a commercial for your stream.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have this from Yeet fighting back a little bit. It says, yo, ExtraEmily, release the claim, or I will counterclaim with Dan's help and seek restitution and attorney fees. He won't settle either. Last chance before the spirals out of control for you here. So this is kind of, you see almost 1 million views on this right here. So we could have, like, this is actually could potentially be a pretty big deal if it actually does go to.
So reference it in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Setting precedent in a situation like this. And ExtraEmily has gone in and said, well, she actually released a statement about this. And Blabs, I would like for you to read this as ExtraEmily here.
Bad English, please.
But you have Phil right here.
but Phil, real quick, are you a woman?
I can be.
Okay, well, since you can be, since you can't identify, go ahead, Phil.
The best Asian.
This is going to be long for bad English. This is crazy.
Man. Oh yeah.
No, don't do the bad English thing.
All right.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy.
Blabs, you can go ahead, Blabs.
Okay. What does it say at the very top? It's cut off at the very top.
Because I was holding off on saying something, but I would like to stand up for myself.
Just release the claim, bitch, and shut up.
All right, 1, I pay my parents in 6 months installments. It's May. The next payment is scheduled in June. My dad is trolling and joking. 2, I DMCA'd the clips because I knew Twitter has a hate boner for me and would absolutely blow it up, starting another massive hate train on an out-of-context clip where people just make assumptions about the truth. The internet did that anyway, so I guess it'll happen regardless. Love that heart emoji. However, bitch, I don't regret DMCAing anyone when someone's main goal is to share a drama-baiting, out-of-context clip that has no information and is most likely to start hate. Why would I keep that clip up if it's just promoting harassment and they're making money off of my unaltered content? Now, if they do share a moment where I truly fuck up, then I take responsibility and let the clips roam free. 3, it has been exhausting seeing all these harassing comments, clips, and videos towards me on a clip where my dad was just trolling me. I want to stand up for myself and stop misinformation from spreading. And I also ask that people on the internet take these clips with a grain of salt. Thanks.
Bitch, people would have did that if you just left it up. The fuck people are going to talk?
1000%.
Yep. And it's also the internet. You can't control the narrative.
Yeah, like, if you don't DMCA, you could have said, this was a joke. Like, clearly we all saw it was a fucking joke. People will say it wasn't. People say it is. You're fucking streaming to the public. What do you think's going to happen?
You can't just
say only what I want, please.
Right. Only when it's positive. That can you speak about me, right? Says claims, drops a statement, claims her dad was trolling, has no regrets. It says, for the record, she DMCA'd many clips from other big accounts in the past. It was never about money, and it sets a terrible precedent, which I think is true. I think it very much is true, and I'll be interested to see if Yeet follows through with this and actually does file a lawsuit here. With the intention of it, because they did say, "Hey, we'll make it happen here." She said, "Last chance." Well, she doubled down. So this is on Yeet over here to follow through on their word here and file the lawsuit. I said I think it's such a very dangerous precedent by her just to take things out of take these clips and remove them. Because she is actually setting herself up for the potential lawsuit, but she's also setting it up to where anybody, if there's any sort of criticism or just any sort of clip taken out, whether it's taken out of context or not, this is a person who live streams their life. Like, let's not forget that. This is somebody who literally, driving around in a car, they're moving around. They're showing people what they do on a day-to-day basis. Clips are going to happen, right? We do the show for 2 hours a day and people clip us all the time. And we get sassy clips of me all the time. And it's all out of context. It is what it is. It goes back to the whole, we saw the Golden Corral waitress, the former waitress of writer Kotaku. She was kind of going to bat. And Asmongold said, if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. And I 100% agree with this. Like, doesn't this just kind of come with the territory that you're going to be clipped if you're literally live streaming your entire life?
Yeah.
100%. If you post anything online, you're asking for a comment. That's what happens on the internet. So
Yep.
if you don't like it, don't do it.
And she's a big personality. Like she's not small or anything like that. Like she's part of OTK. So it's like she's huge. Like she knows, she's friends with Asmongold and like Emaru and Tectone. So it's just like it's you're sort of a public figure now. So like be expecting that. Like may be good or bad.
That's it. You look worse trying to control the narrative in reality.
Yep. And this is kind of a hypothetical for everybody. At what point do you cross over from regular person to public figure? Is it as soon as you make your YouTube channel?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at any point, old things can go viral. You never know. Like you're a public figure as soon as you put yourself out there and market public. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Plus, what about you?
It doesn't mean you're successful, but you're out in public.
I don't know. I mean, like, let's say you have a YouTube channel, but it never really takes off or anything, and you have like no subscribers or like very small channel. Like, I don't really think that like you become a public figure, because then everyone can be a public figure, right? Which I guess is true. Everyone can be. Everyone can be, right? But like
legally, as soon as that goes up on YouTube, you sign the TOS or whatever it is, and you're public.
Yeah, I mean, legally, yes, you're right. But I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't really know the right answer for this, but I feel like you need to have like X amount of like followers.
What's that number?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe 1 million. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's too much. But then
crazy.
but at the same time, people who are famous don't even have like 1 million subscribers. So like, I don't know. Like I'm saying, I don't know. Maybe just that you were in the news. I don't know.
I think that's famous, but I think public figure is like as soon as you put yourself out there to the public. That's what I think.
The idea of having a social media account or a YouTube channel is that you put yourself out there. You are exposing yourself to an audience, to potentially a large audience, right? So I think that's what you sign up for. When you have a Twitch account, you are broadcasting yourself. Yeah. When you are on a YouTube channel, you're broadcasting yourself. You're giving your opinions, right? You're creating content, whatever, and I do think it's different. Like when maybe you're not the product, right? Let's say you have a YouTube channel and you're making animations and such. People may be fans of your animation, but you are not a public figure, right? But there is a point to where you could potentially cross over once people
take they take the initiative to prevent that when they don't want to be. If they're artists, they go under like pseudonyms, they do different things to make sure people don't know who they are. Yeah. So if you don't want to be known, you have to set that up before you put yourself out there, I think.
It is I think in this situation, like, once again, it just kind of comes to the territory. I think that she
streamer for sure. 100%.
Yeah.
I hope, especially someone who streams to that many people. Right.
Yeah.
And I hope that Yeet follows up on this. And this is definitely it's not even put your money where your mouth is, because the guy's saying he'll pay for it. He'll make it happen. So do it.
She's being very extra.
Yeah.
She is.
She is.
Hence the name, I suppose. Yeah. It's not just a clever name there, Blabs.
No, she is extra.
Good Lord. Hey, Blabs, Harriet Tubman came in.
Hey.